there's a lot of information and a lot of misinformation about what you need to be successful in running an online business. As the CEO of your own business, there are actually 10 specific skills that you need to make sure you've mastered in order to be successful. So that's what I'm sharing with you in today's video. Hi, my name is ERIN and I'm a goals coach and productivity strategist for online entrepreneurs. I help online entrepreneurs just like you save time through simple systems and customized action plans so that you can grow your business without the burnout, without the overwhelm, and without all the stress. So in today's video, I am specifically talking about the 10 skills that you need to master to be a successful entrepreneur, to be a successful CEO of your own business. But before we go any further, I want to call something out really quick because there is a big difference between being a freelancer and being the CEO of your own business. A freelancer makes money as an independent worker online, right? An online freelancer, that's what they do. A CEO is growing and building her business to serve her community and to create the lifestyle that she truly wants, okay? So there is a really big difference between those two. So the skills that I'm getting ready to talk about are going to be the things that help you differentiate, am I a freelancer or am I a successful CEO? So let's get into it. All right, so the first skill that you need to master is confident decision making. And the reason for this is as the CEO, you are the one making the decisions. You are the steward of this ship. And if you aren't really great at making decisions, if you decide you're not that decisive, then that's going to become a problem. Or if you make decisions and then keep going back and you're like, oh, is that right? Like, ugh, you're going to spend so much time and effort and energy wasted on second guessing yourself that could be used other places that your business actually truly needs it. So confident decision making is one of the skills you need to master. The second skill that you need to master is self-awareness. Just like you need to be successful in being confident in making decisions because you are the steward of this ship, knowing what are the things that are going to potentially hold me back because of how I am, what the mindset that I have, all of those different things. Your self-awareness and your willingness to dive deeper and understand not only why you think certain things or why you do certain things, but the underlying causes of those is going to be a huge, huge piece in how successful you are or not. Because if you can harness your own rhythms, if you can harness your own strengths, if you can be able to be the one who is truly in charge and you're not just at the mercy of your habits, your unintentional habits, then you are truly going to be successful because you are truly going to be running the ship at all levels. Okay, so the third skill is problem solving, right? This makes sense because as the CEO of your business, and maybe you're the CEO, CMO, CFO, the whole dang C-suite, problem solving is going to be necessary because problems are going to arise. Challenges are going to arise at all different levels, and it's going to be up to you. Even if you have a team, people are going to be looking for you on how to move through those challenges, how to move through those problems. And so the best way that I know to really increase this skill and really master it is to just get in there and do it. You're going to make mistakes, and the most important thing is that you learn from those mistakes. And just like problem solving is a huge piece of it, the fourth skill is also really important. I mean, heck, all of these are. But the fourth skill is communication. As an online entrepreneur, we don't always have the luxury of being able to meet in person and letting our body language do the talking for us. So the ability to communicate, whether it is on video, on the phone, on Zoom, in writing, email, text messages, Slack messages, whatever it is, your ability to communicate clearly and with intention is absolutely imperative for you to be able to be successful in this online entrepreneurial space. All right, so the fifth skill, and one of my favorites, if we're being totally honest, is being able to interpret data. Now, for those of you that are just like, I'm not a numbers person, this doesn't make any sense to me, that's fine, but know that mastering this skill is what's going to help give you a leg up so you can truly be successful, because you are always doing things to move the needle in your business, right? That's the goal, is you're always trying to move closer and closer and closer to a goal, whether that goal is financial, whether that goal is an impact or a reach type of a goal. You're always trying to move towards something, and knowing what the things are that you're doing, if they're working or if they're not working, is absolutely imperative so that you can, again, make confident decisions, which was skill number 1. So being able to look at that data, both qualitative, meaning the what are the individual pieces and what was all at play here, and quantitative, which is the numbers piece of it, being able to look at both of those things and actually draw conclusions to then use that information to strategically make decisions is a total game changer. So this next skill is one that I am still working on. I'll be totally honest, but it's really, really imperative because it's something that is going to allow you to actually keep going, right? So this next skill is detaching from the outcome. So just like I was just talking about in tip number 5 or in skill number 5, which was about how to interpret data to make better decisions, detaching from the outcome allows you to see everything as an experiment. There is no one thing that has to work. Everything is just an experiment, and the whole purpose behind it is to see how it works. Detaching from the outcome means that your worth as a human being, your worth as a CEO, your worth as fill in the blank is not directly tied to any one thing that you do. It's not tied to any one strategy that you try, any tactic that you use, whatever it might be. Detaching from the outcome is what is going to allow you to treat everything, including business, as an experiment, which is actually going to help you continue to move forward faster because you're not dealing with the demons of what does my failure say about me. I know this is a little bit deeper, but it absolutely is necessary. All right, skill number 7, taking action. This is one of my favorite ones because being able to take action, I mean, you can plan, you can make all the plans in the world, you can create a business plan, you can talk about all the things that you want to do, but until you actually take action to put all those things into motion, they don't mean a damn thing. So taking action, the ability to do the thing that you say you're going to do, to execute on the plans that you've made, is huge because you don't have a business if you never take action. All right, with skill number 8, we're about to get deep again, which is mastering your mindset. Now, this goes a little bit deeper than just the self-awareness piece, because just knowing the thoughts that you have, just knowing that the feelings that you have are there, this is actually being able to take those thoughts, take those feelings, and manipulate them to make them actually work for you. So here's what I mean. If you are falling into a trap of, oh, I feel like such a failure because this thing didn't work, it's the ability to take that, spin it around and say, okay, well, what else could be true? And what else is actually going to help me continue to move forward rather than what's going to hold me back? What is going to be pushing my ego out of the way and saying, okay, this is where we've got to get to. What are the thoughts and the feelings and the actions that I can do right now? All of that starts with your mindset. What are all of those things that are going to continue to move me forward? So mastering your mindset, being in complete control of your thoughts, which means you're in complete control of your feelings, your actions, and your results. All right, skill number 9 is surrounding yourself with the right people. Now, there is absolutely nothing wrong with doing things your way and being very specific about the people that you choose to surround yourself with. But it's also about knowing when you need to reach out to somebody else and who to reach out to. Surrounding yourself with the right people, because even the people that are like, oh, I'm self-made, they didn't get where they're going by themselves, right? We as humans are not meant to do everything alone, and that's totally fine. Even us introverts, yes, introvert here, not meant to do everything alone. You need some perspective. You need someone else to come and tell you, this is a good idea, this maybe not such a good idea, and this is why. You need those outside influences, those outside inspiration, that information from individual people, the support, the cheerleaders, the people actually doing the executing for you whenever you're getting to that point where you can't possibly do all the things or enact all the things that you have planned. Making sure that you know how to find the right people to come in and help you with the vision that you have, that is absolutely huge. And then skill number 10, I love this one because I feel like this is one that my dad has instilled in me from a very young age. But skill number 10 is resourcefulness. And what I mean by resourcefulness is the ability to learn how to learn, right? To know where to go to find information, to know where to turn to find an answer when you can't find an answer. Because there's going to be, I don't care if you've been in business for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 40 years, 50 years, there's always going to be something new that you don't know. And that's the brilliant part about this. It's your ability to be able, you don't have to know everything, you just have to know where to go to find that answer. And so my dad was always talking about college is just teaching you, you're learning how to learn, right? Teaching you how to go and find answers. And the most important part is you've gotten exactly where you are because of your resourcefulness and your ability to go out and find the answers that you need and then start implementing all these other skills, right? So resourcefulness, this is one of those skills I know you already have because you're here. It's just one you need to maybe work on and master and recognize a little bit more that it is a superpower that you have, that it is a skill that you have, and it's one that is going to serve you really, really well moving forward. One thing that's kind of wrapped up in all 10 of these skills, but not explicitly stated, is being able to use your time well and not waste it. But you actually might be wasting your time without even realizing it. So go check out this video on my top 9 hidden time wasters for entrepreneurs.